interrompida, né? A ideia desse jogo é que, na verdade, pretende contar uma história, né? Três personagens aqui, você pode ou não jogar com alguns deles. A ideia é que você vai construindo a história enquanto vai jogando e as suas ações vão determinando coisas que acontecem no futuro. Joguei que era segurar algumas ações salvas para poder garantir possibilidades mais na frente, mas dessa vez eu acho que eu vou jogar sem isso para ver o que é que dá, né? Então vamos lá. Eu tô achando que ele já vai começar no capítulo 2. E ele tá dizendo aqui que não tá baixado, então ele tem os episódios aqui, ó, tá vendo? E eu tô baixando lá ainda. Episódio 4, tenho medo desse Rei da Noite, mas deixa pra lá. Episódio 2 também todos não baixados. Vamos começar de novo o episódio 1. Ok? Reiniciar o episódio 1. Começar do comecinho. Desculpa a forma de falar isso. Começar do começo é péssimo. Vocês vão ouvir várias coisas disso. Então você vai jogar com membros da casa Forrest, né? É uma casa pouco explorada dentro do jogo. E o nosso primeiro personagem vem de alguns prelúdios da guerra.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
São ações que a gente desempenha.
Now that's a proper sword.
I'll have one.
I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
Responder também não é também uma opção.
Capturing him.
Acho
He was
interessante
nowhere near the
isso.
Kingslayer
Aqui,
at the Whispering Wood. He
a
was so
sensação que
drunk
dá
he
é que
barely
você
made it
não
out of his
tá
tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What'd I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. And House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Rob Stark, the king in the north.
Eu gostei muito
King
do
in the
gráfico,
Tomorrow,
da
we
forma
march on
como
Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the
resolveram
greatest
essa
honor
parte, realmente
to
fica
lead the
parecendo
young wolf's
storybook.
army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor
Interessante
to
quando
see
eles
you
dizem
riding by Roderick's side in
fulano
the
de tal
vanguard.
se lembrará disso.
Not as a
Isso
squire,
se
but
lembrará
as the
de que
equal of any
forma.
man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Essa é uma
Now
noite
go.
importante
Find Roderick if you can.
na
I will,
saga,
my lord. Thank you.
que é o casamento vermelho. Eles estão acampados aí. E lá fora tá acontecendo. Lá no castelo tá acontecendo
Fetch us more wine!
o
Can you give me a hand?
casamento vermelho.
Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Você vê que ele sempre dá 4
More
opções.
wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk. You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's why you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this.
Ai meu
Which
Deus.
is nothing. The lowest
Que
of the low.
bacana, tem cachorros aqui em
All
casa.
I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. Gotta waste a fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Olha aí, quando eu vi isso pela primeira vez eu tremi. E disse, ih, vai dar merda.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
O bicho vai começar a pegar.
What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need to get back. now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run.
They've got weapons.
Who brings fucking weapons to a
We
wedding?
need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Fuck! We need to get back to camp.
Então tem situações assim que às vezes você precisa se livrar de algum combate, ou sair correndo. Tem pouco tempo para reagir.
Jared, we have to get back. A gift from the king.
Demorei para tomar a decisão. Pode ter custado alguma coisa.
Ready, boys? Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Não morri.
Look out!
Salvar desses cavalos. No tempo certo. Ó, morri. Aí ele volta. Então vai lá, mergulhos. Ele volta para algum ponto. Você tem que desempenhar algumas ações. Uma coisa que eu nunca consegui em todas as questões foi salvar o tal do Roderick lá. Não consegue completar o X. Tem que apertar muito. Cavalo em cima dele. Ele lutou.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly! I was afraid, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to... I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hearts of those traitors.
Walder Frey says
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can
Interessante
count
isso,
on
ele se
you.
lembrará disso. O cara tá prestes a morrer.
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must
Isso é uma
never be
informação
lost.
interessante.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love from Walder Frey.
Então, para vocês, falar merda. O YouTube pode, né? Meu. Assiste quem quer. Então vamos lá. Tô chegando em casa. Você percebe aqui que o direcional L faz você se movimentar e o R para apontar, né? Essa setinha. Então tem os itens que eu tenho ali do lado. Tem uma espada. De fogo. Aqui, ó. Aparece a espada aqui do lado quando eu aperto o direcional para cima. Que é uma carroça virada, ou seja,
That's father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you? That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Olha que ousadia.
Come get it, you bastard.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Tem.
You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Agora escolhi dos dois, né? Opa, tô baixo. Morreu. Matei cara. Esquiva.
Mercy! Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you! I was only following orders. Thank you. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Esse é o tal do tio dele que você tem que confiar.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Olha que coisa bacana. Vai ficar melhor. Ué.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Mas
That's not how it
histórias
happened.
chegam, então como ele
Roderick
tá querendo
already
distorcer a história.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be
Eu não
here
confio
any
muito nesse
moment
cara,
now.
não.
I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Então agora é uma cena pra explorar um pouco, conhecer um pouco da família, quem é cada personagem. Vou tentar ser um pouco rápido aqui.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Bom,
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Otengrin. Look.
quando ele falou lá do códice no menu, né? Então se você vem aqui no códice, aí você vai ter mais informações sobre cada um desses personagens, os personagens que aparecem pra você, né? Um pouco da história deles e às vezes ajuda, inclusive até você tomar decisões. Como tomar decisões. Perder um pouco de tempo lendo aqui vai te dar uma noção das coisas, como é que estão. E o tempo do jogo para. Que é a cadeira do Lord. Engraçado eu ficar dizendo o que é que acontece, o que deixa acontecer. Quem estiver assistindo isso, vai perder toda a graça de jogar. Então, de um certo ponto de vista, não é lá um tipo de...
The Ironwood Grove.
Como é que eu posso dizer? De gameplay bacana. Agora sim, tem algumas decisões que eu tomei que poderia dar um outro rumo na história. Vocês vão perceber que não...
The foresters owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it.
Então, aqui acho que já acabou.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
This might help.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Teve uma vez que eu não fiz todas as ações aqui e eu não peguei esses itens.
No, you see there? You're limping
I'm
again.
fine, really.
Não ouvi todas as falas. Então você vê ele mostrar a espada pra ele, né?
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the Whitehills hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who is the new Lord of House Forester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He said he loved you.
Esse é um momento chave, né? Eu já cheguei, eu teve uma
That's
vez que eu
very kind
revelei
of you to say.
o segredo.
You have the Forester's sword.
Sem saber o que poderia acontecer.
Ethan
no
should
futuro.
have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression.
Percebo que ele sai de um jeito.
Duncan, this was
Sai
our
de
land.
moto, que ele tá levando
They
a
were
espada.
our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much, I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
Parece que a decisão era ou ir pra
You can
muralha
have my
ou ir pra
horse,
muralha, né?
and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you. Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
The North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Maester Ortengren asked, but I said nothing.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the Wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Então acabou a primeira partezinha. E agora a gente vai mudar de personagem.
Ethan!
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengren said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will
Esse é um
tell me
momento
what Garrett did,
complexo.
but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah.
A participação desse
Where was I?
garoto e
You
da
weren't
irmã
born
dele
yet.
tá
We had so much fun.
são bem
Then,
interessantes.
well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But
Qualquer
since you're the
falazinha
new
dele
lord,
agora
you can
é
do
importante,
anything you
inclusive,
want.
porque ele é
I
lorde, né?
suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Ah, criança mimada, né?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Então, agora, a partir de agora ele tem que começar a se colocar como Lorde. E para os outros também sentirem isso, né? Quanto mais medo ele
What's the
demonstra,
matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
I might remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
é esse cara meio...
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
A sensação que eu tenho é que
Fine,
quanto mais
let's be done with
fraqueza
it.
ele demonstra pra esse cara, mais ele vai querer tomar conta. É um pouquinho mais lento o jogo, mas o que eu fico a sério, mas eu fico pensando que de repente essa é a essência do livro.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only
Sabe
cowards
que
and
eles
dead
vão
men.
dando ferramentas para você pensar em como reagir. Estão dando informações. E agora você tem que tomar decisão.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
Não, pô.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
That's not how it happened.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? Not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Ih, parece que vai sair do ar.
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
A sensação que eu tenho é que o que deveria ser dito é que o
not
cara
over.
fugiu.
It's over when my son
Trazia
says it
menos
is.
problemas.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
A mãe é foda.
That lad may be lord of this. Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Eu vou dar uma parada
And Lady
aqui.
Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be
Depois
enough to keep the
dessa-
Boltons at
dessa
bay.
outra parte.
If it's
Até o
presented
próximo
to her
vídeo.
as it should be.